What up, YouTube? Mandy Hops here. I just tried to go live twice. My internet is jacked. But technically, it's not my internet, it's somebody else's internet. So, that's probably why it's jacked. I should just fork up the money, but I like to keep it 100. I recently got into a restraining order with my ex, and I'm not allowed to talk to that person. I think we both would like to talk, to have closure, or whatever we need to discuss personally within a year. But I do have that feeling that if they cared so much, they would have already tried to fix my damaged stuff. They would have tried to fix a lot of things. They would not be hitting on my ex-coworkers that are 20 years, they're younger. They would have gone about everything very different. Very different. So, I'm not allowed to have third-party contacts. I can't have, like, my homegirl or my homeboy or somebody be like, yo, like, you can't call her. And I have court on Thursday, and if, like, I talk to my ex, then it's null and void. They got enough drama out here in Vegas without my ass. You know what I mean? I do love that person, but I would have handled things way differently if I were them. I would not have gone to bed angry. I wouldn't have, like, I'm going to sleep on the bed, you're going to sleep on the couch, yada yada. And I would have made them more appreciated. And in the couple instances, once we were broke up, that he had a chance to talk to me, he didn't take full advantage of it, which just shows me, I think it's another hustle to either get the restraining order put off or whatever. But I can't talk to him and he can't talk to me. Who knows what the future will bring. Unlike him, I'm not going to shit on him on social media and try to ruin his livelihood or make up lies. There were clearly a lot of lies, and they were not coming on my end. I will tell you that. The one thing that I can't stand, and you guys know I'm honest about everything to a fault, is somebody accusing me of something I'm not doing and not trusting. And at the end of the day, guys, no matter what relationship you're in, if you don't have trust and you don't trust that person, then you have nothing. And I've said that since day one. And he's broken the trust, and he never trusts anybody. Probably because he breaks the trust. They say if somebody's looking under your bed, you're going to look under their bed. I don't want to go into the details so much because it has become legal at this point. Not that I wanted it to be, you know? I did not. But it has. And so I don't want to get anybody jeopardized. I'm not a snitch. What I do want to clear up is I haven't done drugs in months. I did have a couple slips. I have not cheated, and the legal system in Vegas is they're busy people, let's put it that way, and it's very hard to prove anything. So even if the other person was to call the cops and they were guilty, it could not go in your favor. And I don't want the cops called. Shout out cops, like, right on to them. I'm not an anti-cop person. I do make all my stuff public, but I feel like I did it in a very different way than my ex does. I mean, I could say a lot of shitty shit, but why would I want to do that? Because if I thought that shitty of them, like, I wouldn't be with them. I think, as many of you have said, it has become toxic. And as much as I would like to sort it out with that person, I'm not going to jeopardize myself legally because they already got me into this. They got me into this when they got me arrested for my first time in my life in 42 years. My ex was a big ass man and he could handle himself if he wanted to. So for me to get in trouble for anything is ridiculous. And he never tried to bail me out. He has never taken me to a fancy dinner in almost a year. Hasn't done anything quite extravagant. Like, I don't even think he realizes how much, like, I had to be the dude in the relationship when something was failing on his end. Do you need a ride, babe? Do you want a drink, babe? Do you want something to eat, babe? Like, I don't want to be that person. Like, I will to my partner. But if they're not giving it back 100 and 150, and I want the guy to give more. What girl doesn't? He always made these jokes. It's 2024, right? Because I would call him my future ex-husband. But that's not cute. Like, that looks just scummy and, like, gross. And it's not funny. And, like, he's like, I'll take her half her money. And I think there's some, like, in Vino Veritas, in liquor there is truth. Like, the drunk man doesn't really tell lies, and he was the drunk man. And I have a lot to show for, like, all the struggles I've been through, and I stay on top of my shit, even though I've done a lot of crazy shit and suffered a lot of pain. He really doesn't have anything to show for himself. So I had to feel like I was the dude in the relationship. And that put a lot of strain on me. Because, like, what are you going to do for me? Like, you're not going to take me out. You're not going to pay my bills. You're not going to kick somebody's ass for me. Like, I don't need anybody to kick anybody's ass for me. Hi, Mandy Hops, how you doing? You're not fixing my stuff. And you're not sincere and apologetic. Like, when it matters. And then you try to get an attitude and click on me. Like, you're a 13-year-old girl hanging up on me from the food court. And that over a period of time became very unattractive to me as a partner. However, I do think about him all day, every day, all day long. He was my family and my friend. And we did have a lot of progress together. But I need, like, a man. I don't need a project. I have enough projects. I need somebody to buy me better internet. I need... And the messed up thing is I never, like, loved him for the reasons people really want to be loved for. Just because you love them. I didn't love him for money or the dinners he could take me on or that kind of stuff. And that should have really struck a chord. Because I didn't need him either. You know, like, in the sense that they say if, like, a girl doesn't really need you, like, then that shows you're really her dude. Like, and I feel like he effed that up. We both had faults. We both did shitty shit. We both had addiction problems in different ways, and we both had attitudes. So without talking to him, which I'm not, I can talk about him and tell him that I love him, but I can't have contact with him legally. It's out of my hands. Once those cops were called and all that was put in action, it's out of my hands. And I don't even like dealing with that shit. I'm not even like that kind of girl. Like, I wasn't raised like that. You just don't do that where I come from. And maybe at one point we can talk when it's legal and we can try to hash things out. But I don't feel that his actions are sincere. And I don't feel like he's as dead set on traveling and doing the things I want to do. I got plans. Like, I've known we would be together a year next month, and he hasn't had an ID the whole time. To me, that doesn't say jet setter. That doesn't say traveler. That doesn't say security. That doesn't say safety. Like, I want somebody that can go rent a car, drive a car, have a driver's license, get a storage unit, rent a hotel room. Like, I don't want to be the only one that can do that. And that puts a lot of pressure, especially to me being the broad. Like, I don't want to be that girl fighting on the front line. I don't mind cooking dinner and making laundry, but I want to be taken care of. And there's a million ways to take care of people besides just like, oh, like, I don't want to date a rich guy. I don't want something fake. I want something real. And it's totally different. I thought I was getting into something totally different because Boston was not a drug addict. And as his videos say, I was way messed up when we met a year ago, and I'm not now. And as I keep pulling things together, I feel like he's not really trying, and didn't try, and then is kind of a snitch. And like, you're not kind of a snitch. You're like a snitch or you're not a snitch. Like, I had to go to jail for that dude and he didn't even bail me out. Over telling him to get the fuck out of my place where I paid the bills, you know? And he tried to reach his hand in and I shut the door. And he stuck his hand in and it hit the door and they were like, oh, his hand's bruised. And also, in hindsight, you know, he said about his other girlfriends, he gets that line, oh, you're such a big dude. Like, if I really wanted to hurt her, I could. Like, I'm missing my oven door because he pushed me into it. You know. And I'm not, like, I'm embarrassed to say it, but I'm not. But, and my bedroom door is cracked. Is he going to come in here and repair it? No. Has he offered to pay for it? No, but he's so devastated. Let me tell you how David's devastated dudes act different. I do love him and I wish him the best, but I can't talk to him. So this is my way of sending a message out to the world just to make that known. There can't be any communication between us at this point. And at this point, I don't really know where it could go because it's happened so many times over and over that I feel like it's become toxic. I don't want the toxicity. I feel like after everything I'm speaking for myself now. Everything after I've been through, I need to heal personally and take some time. Now that I'm not like hitting the jug all day and I'm not doing drugs, that I need to focus on myself and what my goals were. Because if you're not living to the best of your ability, you can't help somebody else. Right? Right. And, Rumpelstiltskin, I wish no ill will. And I do love that guy, but right now I have to focus on who I am. And thank you guys for sticking with me and coming right back to it like we just started. And sorry my internet sucks because I'm hood like that. And shout out to my landlord for hooking me up with the Wi-Fi. And I love you guys. Deuces.